Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Now they'll run it to the right here. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
You want to settle everybody in on the road? You want to take the nerves away? Run the football. Really, really good job. The offensive line, they're physical and nasty. They're not nervous. They're not worried about this crowd getting loud. They just want to hit you right in the mouth, and they started the game off with some good physicality.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. He wants to pass it on second down. Oh, he makes the catch. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
What an easy way to get some free yards. I got an athletic quarterback that can do this. I can bootleg him to his right, make it a pass-run option. If he wants to take a shot down the field, so be it. But if not, just chew up some ground and go get a positive play.
Running behind that left side. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And the Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Zings it complete to the right. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
He wants to throw here on second down. They're setting up the screen. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
They'll use the running game on first and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
I think one of the keys to this defense's success all season has been how good they've been stopping the run. They are a top 10 unit when it comes to rushing defense, and it's helped them out this year down in the red zone.
Second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Offense getting set for first down. 29 Philly. He wants to throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Taking a shot on the first play. Fires into traffic, it's picked off. He was thinking big return, didn't get that, but boy, did he give his offense an opportunity at the 31. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Buying some time. He'll let it go down the right side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here in this program.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Headed to the end zone, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Longhorns! And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas, 14, Notre Dame, 0.
Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Here come the Irish back on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They're working that left side. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. But when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call plays, start to settle in, everything looking good on offense.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Notre Dame right back to the line. Quarterback checking off.
That's the end of the first quarter. 6. 14. Notre Dame, 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. The give to the back.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
On the option. Powers through the defender. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him, and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy, that's going to be maybe a sound move moving forward schematically.
Takes it from the gun on third down. He caught it! So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
So nice when you're an offense and you get in these third and shorts and you know the defense has to be aggressive, has to commit guys up front, especially in the red zone area. Nice job by this offense, slipping in the pass, getting rid of the football, setting up a first and goal.
On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. The give. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish. Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They marched 72 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. From the gun, running back on the move. Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Moves away as he feels pressure. The throw. Got him downfield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
A little release to the back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the move. Short gain on the play before he slides. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry-up. Calls his own number. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Finds his target down the middle. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yardage.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. On 1st down from their own 22. Looking to move it through the air. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. He's got it down the left side. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He'll get rid of it. On target over the middle. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice job by the QB and receiver on this play in a 2-minute situation, knowing to work the boundary, get the first down, and get the ball out of bounds. Great situational awareness.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Quarterback will audible. On second down, wants to throw. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown, Fighting Irish! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's perfect. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Longhorns will line up to kick off and start the second half. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Here come the Irish, back on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Quarterback changing the plays at the line.
Terrier. Dino.
Looking to pass on second down. On the move, he fires. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. He's looking downfield to throw. Turns it loose. Got his man. Man, you have to do everything in your power not to let your momentum carry you out of bounds short of the first down marker.
And I would argue, too, maybe you run your route a little bit deeper. You got to understand where the first down marker is and where I got to get to. But, yeah, I'm not running out of bounds. I'm lowering my shoulder and trying to get as much yardage as I can to make this 4th down manageable.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Notre Dame right back to the line. I'll admit, I wondered if they were just lining up to try to draw them offside.
Oh, me too. Whenever you line up in your own territory, you're thinking, oh, you're just going to draw me offside. A lot of times, by the way, it gets the defense to kind of relax for a second. But you can tell they had a plan ready to go. They knew they were going to be aggressive.
Comes out throwing on first down. Got a man.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He's looking for a man on second down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Quarterback checking the play. Looking to throw on third. Finds a man in the middle. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
They'll throw it on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries, you got to get pressures, and when you can get hits and make him feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10.
Lasso! Lasso! Ready, ready.
They'll run play action. Makes the grab on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment.
Timber. Longer. Ready.
He'll just keep slinging it. Throws for the tight end. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, the defense just needs to do a better job on that critical situation. That was a golden opportunity to get off the field, but the quarterback and receiver, they were just better on that one. Nice throw. Nice job by the receiver getting his feet in bounds.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down.
Gorilla. Razor, razor.
He's looking to throw it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
Cut, cut, cut. Flex, flex, flex. Acorn, acorn. Go, go. Razor, razor.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They take the lead with the 6. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Tulane has the lead right now, but they just haven't been able to separate themselves yet inside Yulman Stadium. They are up by 7 over Louisville. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They reached deep in the playbook, used almost all of them, it seemed, Jesse, and still ended up having to punt last time.
And I think on this next drive, David, you can go back to some of the stuff that worked that last drive, too. Find the things that you had success with. You just got to be able to build on it a little bit.
And just break that extra tackle, make that extra play, make the guy miss, put a drive together so you can finish with some points.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And this sophomore quarterback just put it out there a little too far.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires downfield. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a 1st down.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
The defense in a most benevolent move, giving the offense a new set of downs. The give to the left. At midfield, he's got room. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38th.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field, because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Trying to get behind the defense. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football now.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Using his feet. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Artie, it's completely changed the game. Like, now it's 11-on-11 football. The quarterback used to hand it off and stand there and watch the play. Now he's very much involved in the play. He's running the football so much, even when he's not, he's making somebody go with him and cover him. So the quarterback scrambling, the quarterback running has completely changed the way people play defense.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the 3rd. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call.
Longer. Terrier. Dino.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
second down here as they go back to work after the break.
Let's go. Hawk. Hornet. Go.
He's looking to throw. Makes the pass. He's got it. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
Arrow. 42 Spider. Lasso.
He's going to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Touchdown, Irish! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Texas, 21.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Feeling some heat. And the sophomore just a little too much on that one.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little.
This is the type of play that could be a pivotal moment. Tight game, 3rd and long coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Snags it over the middle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Gets open down the middle. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back to their offense.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. Be curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip.
Cobra. Gaucho. Highland.
To the air on 1st down. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Okay, ready?
On first down, here comes this offense. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers.
Here we go. Arrow. Gorilla. Pilot. Ready?
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Looking to the big tight end. It's complete! And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth.
Texas, 21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He wants to throw. Throwing right. He's got him wide open. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
Defense, what are we doing? You can't miss that guy. How are you going to leave the big fella wide open? You can't act like you didn't see him line up. You know where he is. You knew coming into the game he's a weapon. That had to be a coverage box.
Going up top on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Yeah, and you don't see very many quarterback hits on screens. You know, the offense wants to bluff real quick and make it look like pass, and then the quarterback's supposed to pop up, look like pass, and quickly get rid of it. You could tell timing all wrong. It was all jacked up, and that play went absolutely nowhere.
Hit as he throws. He's got an open man. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. And the Longhorns in the hurry-up. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Now on second and goal. They'll run it from the gun. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone.
Touchdown, Longhorns! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth. They'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. come the Irish, back on offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitzed. It's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11.
Easy.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing.
Gorilla.
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty.
On the ready.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Let's go. Now we got ourselves a ball game. This one looked like it was almost over. In the 2-minute situation, get a few first downs, walk out of here with a W. No, sir. Defense forces the turnover. Offense, it's your turn.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's taking a deep shot. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Honestly, I don't think in this situation of the game you need to be taking shots that far down the field. You need high percentage throws. You need to be able to play pitch and catch and move this ball down the field, down a possession late to put yourself in an opportunity to win.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Tight end getting vertical. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Finds the tight end. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
Coming into this one, I thought this guy was going to be a monster. He was going to put up huge numbers. We know this is a big part of the offense week in, week out. The defense has done a great job clamping down on him. That is only his 2nd catch so far in this game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. He'll off one deep down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Quarterback could not have walked that ball and placed it into the hands of his receiver any better. That was a perfect throw. Wide out, deep downfield. You got to finish the play.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the